Hey everyone, welcome back to Star Atlas Dowcast, the #1 podcast for news, updates, education, and all things Star Atlas. I am Dowcaster, your host, and today's topic in Star Atlas 101 is professions. Now, if you're new to Star Atlas Dowcast, and especially if you're new to the game Star Atlas, for which this podcast is based on, you're in the right place. Don't worry, I'll drop this a long intro soon, but I just want everyone to know what we're doing here. This Star Atlas 101 series will introduce you to the game and give you a pretty good understanding of why it was built, how it functions, and how you can get started with some sizable knowledge compared to other new players. Much of what you hear in these episodes is both paraphrased and quoted directly from the Star Atlas white paper, which can be found in the show notes. That being said, this will eventually turn into a weekly and maybe daily Star Atlas podcast that will feature guilds and players, tips from experts, give you news from around the Star Atlas metaverse, and keep you in the know with everything Star Atlas. Okay, let's dive in. Today's topic, professions. And I'll end with what I think will be one of the most impactful jobs in the next 5 years in this metaverse. Now, I said in an earlier episode that Star Atlas will present you with the opportunity to have a real-life profession in the metaverse. So without further ado, here are the ones that Star Atlas themselves have listed on their white paper. Then I'll tell you what I think will be the most impactful jobs not listed. So quoted from the white paper, here we go. Quote, professional roles manifest in their chosen ship roles. Players can earn in-game by having the correct ships, crew, and components for their desired roles. Examples of roles are transport, rescue, freight, repair, construction, refueling, mining, salvage, entrepreneur, CEO, broker, bounty hunter, pirate, smuggler, data runner, commander, general, mercenary, and scientist. Once again, these are roles that you would take on as a player if you choose to supply value to other players. That being said, you also have a ton of NPCs, or non-player characters, that need roles, basically bots, so that when you buy crew members as NFTs, you can hire them as a pilot, engineer, repairman, scanner, science, gunner, mercenary, rescue, power manager, janitor, cargo foreman, hangar foreman, salvage operator, science officer, military commander, military general, private, sergeant, rookie, smuggle, cargo foreman, and captain. So what do you think the most lucrative jobs will be? Now, I agree that this game is not all about money. I mean, this game sounds like it's going to be pretty unreal. Get it? No? Okay. But personally, I think the best fighters will make the most money, of course. The best fighters, I mean the biggest teams, the biggest factions that are going into the battles with the best guns, the best crew, the best fighters are going to make the most money. But a really cool position that isn't mentioned here is that of the asset manager. It's a role that your character doesn't play, but you do as a human in real life. See, I imagine that guilds or ship owners with really expensive or large number of ships and crew will hire an asset manager to send their ships on missions and collect Atlas tokens. They can rent out their ships for a profit, they can train their crew, and they can maintain their staked claims. Of course, giving them a share in the profits, just as an investment broker would do today. Now, this is just the start of what professions we have available to us in the white paper. Once the game actually gets going, there are going to be hundreds and thousands of new roles that people like you are going to create in this metaverse. So remember, there is a place for everyone, even though there are practically already moguls in this game who own, I think I just saw somebody tweet that they just bought 100,000 Polis tokens. Still, this is a metaverse. It is a universe that they are creating, and there's space for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you enjoyed this, it would mean a lot to me if you left a review on your podcasting app so more people can learn to play this game. If you'd like to support this podcast, you can do so at anchor.fm/StarAtlasDowcast/support, or you can find the link in the description. And this will give you early access, be the first ones to know about our fundraising NFT release and our free merch. If you'd like to sponsor or be featured on the show, email me at sponsor@staratlasdowcast.com. Thanks for listening, and never stop exploring.